Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. This is a Wednesday online campaign update, and we're playing Call of Cthulhu. They are in one of the scenarios out of the Doors to Darkness. Really good set of scenarios if you're a new keeper to the game. And being my online group, they're always slower to get through an adventure, and just the nature of playing online. So the adventure they're in is the Darkness Beneath the Hill. The first game, all they really accomplished was getting to do some research on some information for Josh Winscott about the house he just inherited, because he had removed a brick in the cellar because it was out of place, discolored, whatever, and found that there was a passageway behind it. He wanted them to gather this information before they enter the tunnel. And after doing so, the party this session was returning to tell him. So before I go any further, anything else I go over in this will ruin this adventure. If you're new to playing Call of Cthulhu, you'll know what happens in this adventure, and your decisions could affect that. The newness of the discovery of investigating will have gone away as well. So I recommend that if you've not played this adventure and you want to play in this adventure, click off the video now. For everyone else, if you want to continue enjoying this update and learning what my players are making decision-wise in this campaign or this little adventure, we shall continue. So the party returns the next morning, and they find the house empty. Pretty much, there's no sign of Josh Winscott at the moment. They find I don't remember if I said this to them, but they find a coffee mug on the table, cold, still has half a cup of coffee. They go into the basement and they find that the brick wall's been opened up, and they find a bunch of cigarettes, Turkish cigarette butts around the place. And then they enter as well after finding some light source in the basement, and they continue down the corridor. They follow the corridor until it reaches its intersection. At this point, they find ancient skeletal remains and a bunch of Turkish cigarettes. And then they find a passage they find that some of the tracks that they're following now of Josh Winscott go south. So they go down the south passage. So they follow that. At some point while they're following that, a hairy ape hand reaches it out from one of the cracks in the wall and pulls the wallet of one of the investigators. They attempt to recover it without success, and then they continue on. They continue on to the entry hall. This adventure is the one that plays most like a D&D adventure, comparatively to normal Call of Cthulhu adventures. And here's where they start seeing some phosphorescent lichen growing all over the place. Then they find some depictions of some weird history of snake men, written in weird languages. Then they come to another intersection. At some point, they see two of these gray-haired ape creatures, and they finally get to make a sanity roll as they realize these things have eyes that are very distinctively human. I think they had an actual physical encounter where they fought it, but I could be wrong. It's been about 4 days since we played. Either way, the adventurers easily came out on top for that one. I just think, well, after that, they come to a spot where they have to descend down to continue on. And that takes them like down 20 feet. They had to figure out some way to climb down. And once they reached the bottom, I think that's where the Adventure Wednesday stopped. And out of all the locations on the actual physical map, besides the previous just little tunnel map, they've only made it to 3 of like 11 locations. So, and the first 3 are the ones you encounter in order to get into the area. What the players don't know is that Josh Winscott was captured by one of the ghouls. As a game master or keeper, I'm going to allow the player that lost the wallet to find it again when they find the nest of the ape men. Then there are some interesting other things that are in here. If you've played this adventure before, or if you've ran this adventure before, put something in the comments below talking about it. I'm definitely curious to everyone's experiences. Well, until we all game again.